Good morning, Disney.
What's going on, everybody? Happy 21st of January. Are you kidding me?
The 21st already.
Now, we need to get straight to the news of the day. And the news of the day is yesterday. Are you going to let us have a show? Are you?
We'll see.
E2? Let's see.
She might.
If you're a veteran of the show, you know that, family first around here. And if the kid wants some attention, we're going to give her some attention. E2 wins at all things. I'm Grandpa, so I say so. Hope you guys are all having a great day. We got some Disney news and stuff, which is the basis for the show. We've got presidential news, not political, happily, and we've got marvelous news. Ooh,
Marvelous
see what I did there?
News, marvel.
With only like 4 sips of coffee. But first, welcome in, everybody. If you're watching on the replay, I'm going to say hello to everybody who's here live in chat, which you can do every day, Monday through Friday. Saturday's a Star Wars show. We have spoken, me and my daughter talk Mandalorian and Luke Skywalker and Darth Maul and stuff like that. But Monday through Friday, generally, we miss shows because of life and stuff. Monday through Friday, 9:15 our time, 10:15 Eastern time, other 15s other places, depending on where you live. We do Disney news and stuff on Good Morning Disney Live with people like BDF. That's Keith. He's my friend. First one in the house. Rob Fuzz, the man with the golden tone voice, is in the house. Magic the Mouse TV, who joined me yesterday on Clubhouse, by the way. We should talk about Clubhouse a little bit.
Yeah,
I think
that was fun.
We'll start with that here, actually. Nico the Greco, one of my favorite names to say, in the house. Albert in the house. Welcome in, Albert. Mickey Bunch is in the house, who goes live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after this show. Today's Thursday, though, huh?
Yes.
So maybe not today. But she's awesome anyway. And she's my co-host for our Friday night show, which will be back in February. So only another week or so away. I've kind of taken January evenings off to work on some other things like Clubhouse. Well, I guess we'll talk about that. But anyway, the Mickey Bunch, that's Kelly. She's awesome. She is down in the Disney parks way more than me. But other than that, I like her. Way more. But other than that, I like her. No, she's one of my best friends in the world, frankly. And she's my co-host for Disney Pins Live. Surf Bum in the house. What's going on? Francisco in the house. What's going on? If I missed you, I apologize. Chat's bouncing around. Happy Palindrome Day. Is that where Conan the Barbarian lives? It's Thunderdome. Tina Turner sings in the palindrome, right? Nico the Greco says, it's an 80s. It's not that funny. Yeah. Nico the Greco says he's here. Well, it went away. See, I can't read the stuff at the top because then it goes away. I came here to listen to E2. She makes me laugh.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, me too.
She tends to be loud these days.
I know. As I work with kids, I love kids. And I love my kids the best. And their kids are my grandkids. I love them the best. It's just the real. And when my kid or my grandkid or somebody I love is making lots of noise, I like it. But I can also see that maybe if you already know us, maybe if you already know E2, maybe if you're a fan of the channel already, you might be okay with it. But if you're, you're
brand new and you come in, you're like, what?
Why are these old people letting this baby scream? So we cut it short. We'll probably always do that, right?
That should be our show.
Old people and a baby. That could be.
Old people and a baby.
Anyway, we've got marvelous news. We got presidential news, and we've got let's go with Clubhouse news. So Clubhouse is a new app. And I did get a couple of more invites. The invites are kind of scarce. So I got some more invites today because I started some stuff. And but if you know what Clubhouse, really?
She likes Clubhouse too.
If you know what the Clubhouse app is, I'm at Jeff Bates over there because they go with real names. Although I guess they don't always anymore. But really? Anyway, so at Jeff Bates over there at Clubhouse, I do a show. I said last night it would be a half hour and ended up going an hour because we were having a good time. I'm going to try to do a half-hour show every other night on the platform for a while just to build it up over there. But if you don't know what it is, you need to check it out. If you need an invite, I don't have a lot. I also will have a texting application for you guys if you want to text me. Not on my normal line, on a different line. It's up and running, but I got to play with it. So I've been working on a bunch of stuff. People have been thinking I've been taking a break, and I have taken a little break. But we've also been doing a lot of new stuff.
Other stuff.
That most of it you'll all see coming. So
Clubhouse was fun.
Clubhouse is going to be good.
Last night, the one I was listening in on, we basically were in with a bunch of Disney travel experts, and it was pretty fun. They have like little hidden a lot of information and little gems.
They know way more than I do.
They do.
So maybe it's a really different niche of Disney stuff they know. But let's see the planning side.
Right. But also the little things where they went through these special tours to learn where like little hidden things are.
They were giving me nuggets. Absolutely.
Yes.
And they're my new best friends.
That was fun.
Yeah. And the app as a whole is pretty cool. So again, if you don't know, I know I'm way behind the chat. I apologize. I'll get caught up here. But if you don't know what the Clubhouse app is, that's okay. You will. It's one of the ones that's going to stick around. I have no doubt. But if you want an invite, I don't have a million. If I get 100 requests, I can't do it. I don't even know how many, but it's 3 or 4. But anyway, hit me up. That's the thing that I mentioned to you, Kelly Mickey Bunch. Anyway, and then so I wanted you to know that again, it's at Jeff Bates over there, not Dole Whip Dad. There's no Dole Whip Dad, and I guess you're at Paula Bates, right? Yeah, yeah.
It's our real names there.
I think you're allowed to put like vanity plates now. Like I could have done Dole Whip Dad now, but I couldn't when I signed up. So I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. Doesn't matter. Sure, I don't care. So. Whatever. Anyway, so that's what we've got. I don't think it's tonight. It's a tomorrow thing, and I haven't done that. I promised a members only video to ask about members only for 2021. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep it the same? You want to do different? And I meant to do that last week and I didn't do it. So, but anyway, back to Clubhouse. Magic the Mouse TV. My buddy Bill was on there.
He's there right now.
Chat. There you go. Anyway, just check it out. Dork
Disney radio guy now.
Yes. Oh, yes. So there's other new things too, and that's right. Dole that is part of my time DJ. Thing. It's fun. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I mean, I wanted to do it because it's my friend, but I also love it. I love radio. You've
got a good voice.
Thank you.
You just do.
I appreciate that. Do I have a good butt? No, don't answer that right now. And I think that, I mean, let's be real. Okay. Little Jeff talk, not Disney talk. So if you're new, I apologize. We don't always talk about me, but we kind of.
Yes, we do.
When I was in college, I really did consider going into radio, but it was going to be sports radio.
Right.
I love sports. I wanted to do it. And I honest, true story, guys. True story. I finally walk in the day, I know you get a break, you get like an hour break, and I walk into the radio space at my junior college.
Probably.
Whatever. And it was like walking into a Cheech and Chong movie, but it wasn't a movie. And so after I coughed for 4 minutes and I looked around and all I saw was, I mean, it was the scene in Zootopia where Cheech was, they were doing yoga and there was clouds of, it just wasn't for me.
It's in Southern California.
It just wasn't for
different.
Me. I'm a pretty, you live your life, I live my life kind of guy. But when the is in my face, I don't want to smell skunky my whole life. So that was my entire radio career. But I've always loved it. And I love music and I love Disney music. And I love music of all types.
Especially live.
I don't really like country. Yes, I love live music. Yes, I love live music best. What kind of bear is best? Live music. So yeah, country music, not really music. I know. I just made at least half of the people in the chat angry. Although Garth crushed it yesterday.
You like some country music. You don't like the twangy kind.
Yes, I do not.
Older, like.
I like the Gambler. I can go with the little country rolls. That's not country.
He's got some country road. That's pretty
Or
country.
Thunder Rolls and the something. I like that one. That's pretty good.
Johnny Cash.
That's not country.
That's not country?
No. I mean, you could have it's like I don't like jazz, but I like jazz influence. I don't like country, but I like country jazz. Influenced. I do like jazz actually, but you know what I'm saying. We digress. Is that even a word? So, hey, Tommy, what's going on, my man from Corner Sports? They had radios when you were in college. If you went into the cave and if you hit the right rock just right, it made the tone. What? You're holding me. I love you. The little baby's eating and holding me. So anyway, should we get to Disney news and stuff or should we keep talking about nothingness? No, we should talk about the radio.
Disney radio is Disney news.
See, I ask her a question and I don't let her answer. My mom's in the house. What's going on, Mama?
Hello.
Mama. Ooh. Okay, so anyway. Today at noon, my time, 11 o'clock. No. Is it noon my time?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hey, Bill, what time is my show? I think it's here. Let's look it up. I think it's noon my time. You're going to want to hear this. So just hang for a minute and let's find the right answer. Did you know I have a radio show that you can listen to today?
Dole Whip DJ.
Dole Whip DJ. I like that. That's kind of fun. It is at... It's either at 11 or at 12. And I know this is good. This is a good show. When you just watch me.
Go.
If you could talk while I'm not talking, that would be wonderful.
Well, I think it was cool because when we were on Clubhouse yesterday, all of the ladies were very interested. So we were talking about the radio,
it's
DJ, and so they were really excited.
Well, and Radio Disney is gone. Radio Disney is either gone or about to be gone. I don't know.
I like the connections that were made last night. It was really cool.
Me too. Me too. Well, and so be real. So Bill's radio station is blowing up. He's having great success with it. If you don't already know about it,
noon Eastern.
Thank you. I couldn't find it. So noon Eastern, which is 11 my time. It's other o'clocks, other places. Noon Eastern. So what? An hour and a half. And then tonight again at 10 o'clock or something, they replay it every Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. And it's going to be on my website. I'm working on the website a lot too. I'm going to be promoting it out a lot. Actually, we'll probably do a newsletter tomorrow, if not tonight. I might work on it tonight to send out tomorrow to announce the Saturday show and the regular show. But it's going to be every week. It's going to play 6 times a week. So you've got plenty of time to go listen to it on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. And it's called Disney Duos. Wait, what's that? Disney Duos is where you play a song that's known in the Disney. Well, it might be well known, might be not so well known. A Disney song. And then another song by one of the artists related to that song. So for instance, if you listen to the show tonight or today in an hour and a half, you're going to hear the first song is from the Tarzan soundtrack. I'm not going to tell you which one because you got to go listen. And then the person who sings that song, who most of you have heard of, is also famous for other music. And we play a live version of one of my favorite songs by him ever. And it's pretty cool. But it's not that the whole time. So then the second song is only a minute long. And it might sound a lot like reindeers are better than people. And then you'll also hear that artist and another song that you may or may not know. And so I like to do live music. And so it's Disney Duos. So you'll have a Disney song, and then you'll hear another song by that person that's not Disney. So you might hear a Sherman Brothers song that's not in Disney if you stick around. One of my favorite all-time songs that I've sang to my mama probably a zillion times is in here. And you probably know the song, but didn't know. Hey, Misty, what's going on? Misty's in the house. Glad you're here. Misty. Sherry, Awesome Sunset Travels. Sherry, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about Clubhouse, but boy, we ran into is it gaggle? Is that a thing?
A gaggle.
A gaggle of a gaggle. I don't really know if that's the right word. A gaggle of Disney travel professional expert people. I don't know what I'm talking about. They were fun and they knew a lot of stuff, and I actually thought of you, Sherry, very much. You should pop in there. They're a really neat group. There's a neat group of travel Disney experts over on Clubhouse, and it's just a lot of fun. Anyway, enough of that. There's a new documentary coming to Disney Plus. Coming in February, I believe I saw, and this sounds pretty good. I think that a couple of the things because of the pandemic have happened that I didn't see coming. Number one, fell in love with my dogs. Not that I ever stopped loving my dogs. Always loved my dogs. But
on a different level.
They're they're more on my lap than they used to be. Let's be real. Because I'm at the house more, right? Would you agree?
Yes.
That's been a neat little plus?
For sure.
And also, E2 in the house. That's right, Rob. Yeah, she was down there. She was loud and eating and out.
She's asleep.
You might actually hear me. And then another thing is, Disney Plus certainly was awesome, right? Like having Disney Plus and Netflix during the pandemic has added to my belly, which I didn't think was possible, but it's kind of fun. One of the things, though, that I really have learned to like on another level is Marvel. So I became a Marvel fan for one reason only. My oldest daughter, who still lives with us, Peyton, has been a big Marvel fan. And so I kind of dove into it because, you love your kid. You want to hang out with your kid. You do stuff that they love, right? It used to be American Girl.
Reagan likes it, yeah.
She came along with it, too.
We went from American Girl to Marvel.
Yes. So we became Marvel fans. Here for a moment in the house. What's going on, buddy? But now that I've watched them, I like them. Mm-hmm. It's different. It's different. So this excites me more than I thought it would. Disney Plus announces release of Marvel documentary from Rough Magazine. I never heard of it, but I like to give credit where credit's due. When I read from them, and I like the picture, so I used it. Marvel fans won't want to miss it. Marvel Entertainment will be releasing a new special documentary called Marvel's Behind the Mask, which will debut on February 12th exclusively on Disney Plus. Pete McDevitt announced what's going on, my man Pete. Everybody know Pete. Pete's my man. Check him out on the Pete McDevitt channel. Ninja watching cannot tag. Good morning, everyone. Glad you're here, buddy. Waltograms! What's going on, Dougie? Long time no see. Glad you're here, buddy. By the way, a bunch of people showing up in green. Really appreciate that. That means they're members of the channel. They get access to some emojis, and they get a weekly live stream, which I haven't done in a while, but we will. A lot of other fun stuff, but mostly they just bless us. So thank you to those people in green, members of the channel. You guys bless us. And Dougie, good to see you. Hope you've been well, buddy. I haven't talked to you in a while. Marvel Entertainment will be releasing a new special documentary called Marvel's Behind the Mask, February 12th. The film has been described by Marvel as a documentary that aims to explore the power of identity behind the publisher's most iconic superheroes. Check out this synopsis. Since the beginning of comics, secret identities have been... I need a secret identity.
You have one.
I do?
Dole Whip Daddy.
I hope it's not secret. We want more people. If that's secret, I'm a bummer. Dougie, I'm glad you're here, buddy. You don't announce yourself. That's my goal in life is to announce myself. That's the only reason I walk into a room is to announce myself. Rob Greenwood in the house, announcing Rob Greenwood in the house. Welcome in. Hey, a little late. You're never late, buddy. Glad you're here. Love using the emojis. Thank you, buddy. And thanks for being a member. All right. Since the beginning of comics, secret identities have been an integral part of superheroes and villains who lead normal lives. But it's the characters below that resonate with us through generations of fans. Since the advent of the Marvel Comics era in the early 1960s, Marvel writers and artists have used the notion of identities to examine the evolution of the concept of equal rights. Sounds a little political. These legendary Marvel creations and stories didn't just reflect the world outside our window. They became a reflection of our own identities and who we really are. Behind the Mask features guests from Marvel's 80-year legacy, including writers and artists behind the rise of the character. So look at one of the things I like about the Marvel comic MCU. Obviously, it's fun storytelling, right? And it's lots of explosions, and Iron Man gets to blow stuff up, and really good acting, and maybe not the best writing, but it's certainly good storytelling. It's fun. It's just, it's not mind expanding. It's just fun. I can love The Godfather and Marvel Comics too. And yeah, I'm looking at you, Francis Ford Coppola, for he ripped on. Anyway. But what I like, I think best, and so let's go back into the mini Wayback Machine. In the mini Wayback Machine, I got into the Walking Dead show. And I liked it so much that I bought a couple of the comics, mostly to put in the man room. And I bought some cool ones that look cool to go on the wall because I've got, in my mind's eye, it's a Joe Rogan meets the Baseball Hall of Fame room. And it's going to be my garage, and we'll get there. But they'll be on the wall. And so that was my first step into comic books. I never liked comic books as a kid. I owned a few Star Wars comics. I bought the Superman where he dies just because I have it. But I never really was into comics. I didn't not like them. I just didn't get into it. Had some friends who were into it. But then The Walking Dead came out, and like I said, I bought a few. And then my daughters were into the MCU. First my daughter Peyton and then Reagan. And so now that I watch them and I love them, and Disney bought it, of course, so that brought me along. I own a few now just because I like the art of it. Now, if you know me well, she knows this, and some of you may know, longtime viewers of the channel might know, I really love the art of Disney. I've got some art on the wall over there. I'm more apt to have a shag on my wall than a Van Gogh, not just because of the price. I just like Disney art. I like art inspired by Disney. It's fun. Haunted Mansion art, Pirates of the Caribbean art being at the top of the top, Tiki Rooms, Adventureland, stuff like that. I like masks and all that stuff. So then when you look into the Marvel comics, the art of it is pretty cool. Some of it is freaking weird, but some of it is really cool. So for me, that was a long lead up to, hey, T. Murray's Place in the house. Hey, neighbor, what's going on? You have a blessed day at work, Mickey. Is she leaving? Love you. Hope you have a great day. I like the idea of hearing from artists. You know, one of my favorite things that we ever did, we ducked into the art. We were in Epcot towards the end of our day at Epcot one day, and it started to pour the rain. We ducked into the art. They moved it now. But now back into the going to be a World Showcase. But for a while, that was in the front of Epcot, the entrance or exit of Epcot, and we popped in, and you guys were all looking at the art, and I went over and got a video and talked to an artist. Do you remember that?
I do.
He was he was drawing Mickey Mouse at the time, but we had a neat conversation, and he let me video it and all this stuff. And I guess I got to interview him. And, you know, my mom, when I was a kid, my mom and dad, we lived in LA, and they were friends with Gary Goldman. Gary Goldman being of Bluth, Don Bluth Productions now. He was an animator for Disney, a fairly big one. He animated the Penny Rescuers scene with the dragonfly through the, a bunch of stuff. He did a bunch of stuff.
I love the Rescuers. And
so I don't know him. I don't have a memory of knowing him. I was very young. Ma, if you're still in the chat, let people know how old I was. I don't know, 2 or 3 or something. But I do have tiny memories of that, going over to his house and watching the movies on the reels. I don't know what it was. But Gary Goldman's being friends with our family or my parents or whatever it was. Hey, Bloomin' Cheese in the house. What's going on? I don't know the full details of it. I should probably have Mom on and have a conversation about that. But regardless, I think that put in my head the idea of animators being freaking awesome. I don't know why. I've always liked animators. Pearl Manhattan in the house. Good morning, Pearl. Welcome in. I've never been good at creating art. Like when people call me even creative, I usually push back on it. And I am, but in different ways. Because how do I say this? The creators that I admire the most are creating paintings, drawings, sculptures,
pieces of art.
Something, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the creativity that I like best on art. And animation, like I've always collected, I've always wanted to collect and been attracted to, animation cells. Mm-hmm. And you bought me some stuff before, and I just think it's beautiful. Like I can go to the Fort Worth Museum of Art's not too far at all, and they've got some. I mentioned Van Gogh. They've got a Michelangelo. They've got some amazing stuff. Michelangelo being known more for the Sistine Chapel, but his first ever is right down the road.
Yeah.
And he was 15 when he did it. It's amazing. Anyway, well, my point is I can get enjoyment out of that, but I also can get enjoyment out of a really well-made lithograph of Captain Frickin' America or whatever. I mean, I like that stuff, and especially the Star Wars stuff. I mean, you look at my wall, I got a Food and Wine. It's Phil from Hercules, and I don't know, the Greek god, and he's being fed grapes. It's kind of creepy the way I just described it. And then I've got a Pocahontas thing. I don't even love Pocahontas very much. And a Peter Pan thing. And I don't even watch the show, but what was the show? The Wanted poster right there. What's that show? You guys loved it.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Kind of a soap opera show. It was on ABC.
It's like the Snow White show.
It was when they wanted snow. Anyway, I got the Wanted poster of snow. So my point is I really like the art of it. And this show, back to this documentary, this show purports to say that it's going to have artists and writers on there. And so talking about the behind the scenes, I love that. You get me a good Disney Plus documentary, like those Disney Plus documentaries about, the making of Star Wars and talking to George Lucas. One of my favorite artists is named Doug Chiang. Doug Chiang, still with Lucasfilms. I tried, when I had an interview show, I tried to get him on my show. He I didn't work out, but maybe someday. But he is the person who creates the drawings that have become all of the spaceships in Star Wars. Can you imagine that job?
That's super fun.
Yes. So listening to him talk is a masterclass on being more creative than me, right? Once upon a time. Thank you, Rob Buzz. Thank you. Yeah. I've got the Wanted poster for, is it Snow?
Snow.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I couldn't watch the show. Here's what the show was. A bunch of pretty people acting like it's a soap opera, but with Disney names. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's it.
And then they threw in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I would say that she was green, but
green with envy.
She was the reason that the glaciers are melting, though, even though she was green. But that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, so whatever. So I'm excited about that show for those reasons. What about you? I gave a whole diatribe, 10, 20 minutes on it. Okay. Any thoughts on the Marvel documentary Behind the Mask? Do you care at all?
Okay, so I like the Marvel movies. I love to watch them for entertainment. I'm not into them like I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I will watch it because I think it's interesting to see how they go through the process of creating the characters and giving them the backstory of how they got to.
I love that stuff. One of my favorite things to do at Hollywood Studios is one of the least popular things. It's so unpopular, I doubt it's going to stick around, honestly. And it's I don't even know what they call it. It's where you see where, they have the planning versions of the Jungle Cruise, and it's the little diorama or whatever.
I love those.
Yeah. The behind the scenes stuff of Disney.
The museum was great.
Yes. For that. And then they usually have at the end, they have a preview of whatever show's coming out. I love that little space. I don't know what they call it, but please never go away. Spot on description for that show. Yeah. I liked it. It says Sherry at first anyway. Once upon a time, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Well, and you kind of got into it towards the end of it, and it got more soap opera as
I would walk in and so, hey, Jeff, want to see this Disney show? I'm going to perk up. And then I look at it, it's a whole bunch of pretty people, right? I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And then they're like really mad at each other and making up drama like the freaking Kardashians. I didn't understand any of it. And I don't know. It's not my thing.
It was fun.
We aren't talking politics, but Hall of Presidents made a change. I don't know why this is newsworthy, but it popped up on my news feed. So Mike Wheeler in the house. What's going on, buddy? Glad you're here. It's called Walt Disney Presents. Yes. Thank you, Mike. Walt Disney Presents One Man's Dream. See, this is where I need the travel people because they're more detail oriented.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a Disney guy in YouTube. Like, I love Disney and I'm really good at trivia actually, but I
Very good at trivia.
Better than I probably should be.
Yes, you have.
But I don't know why that.
Weird stuff.
I love you too. I don't know why that doesn't translate into having all the details. Like, I can't remember the names of things to save my life.
I don't know, but it's pretty interesting.
I mean, the good news for me is I don't care. Okay, so
maybe why things don't stick. You don't. Really.
I mean, I don't care what the name of it is. I know where it is, right?
Yeah.
But it won't let me open this email. So the Hall of Presidents has been closed down. Why? We have a new president. So again, not taking a position. I don't care if you voted blue or red. I honestly don't care. But Joe Biden is now our president. And so they're shut down. Here's what I'm going to talk about this 4 years ago. We were going down to Disney right as President Trump became president. So I don't know, it was a couple weeks in. And I remember listening to a podcast. We actually listened to 2 podcasts because we drove down there. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And one of the podcasts was, they were more political than the average bear. And they were having a conversation about how they should take away Hall of Presidents, the entire attraction, just because they didn't like Trump. And I remember thinking, you're insane. But I mean, who cares? So I think it goes down for a good 6 months or so because it's going to take a while to build the dang thing, right? So then they put in Trump. And I actually have never been in the Hall of Presidents in Walt Disney World. I've been to the Abraham Lincoln awesomeness that is in Disneyland, but I've never been in Hall of Presidents, which is interesting because I love presidential history. I love presidential history, but they're shutting it down because I remember 4 years ago when they shut it down right now, there was a bunch of people that, Disney bloggers who were political, who were using the clickbait to try to tell everybody that maybe they're shutting it down. Maybe they're so mad at Donald Trump that they're going to take it away. No, they had to make a Donald Trump thing. So now they're doing the same for Joe Biden. And I'm excited about it. It's not a political position. It's a historical position. Freaking president of the United States. We've only had 46 of them. So I can't wait for it to reopen and go. I'm very happy that we're going to get to travel in 2021. I don't know if it'll be open by the time we're there, but I bet it will be for our October trip. But
maybe.
It's one of the things at the Magic Kingdom that I most want to do that we have not done.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah. So anyway, let me get caught up in chat. Yep, Mike was saying it was Walt Disney Presents One Man's Dream. Again, I love that so much. I love they have the Jungle Cruise. Is it a diorama? Is that what those are called? I love looking down on that stuff, and I just love it all. Love it all. You can't remember all the names because your brain is full. If it's full, we're all in trouble because I got a couple more years to fill it up. Slow to add the last president. Yeah. Quick to close it. Just saying. It took 2 years. Did it take 2 years, Rob? I knew it took a while.
No,
did it really?
It's 1 year.
Oh, 1 year. Yeah, I remember it being quite a while. They had security. I remember that. I remember people actually were live streaming the first day of Trump being there, and some people were less than cool. I remember that. I remember being kind of disappointed. I know you got an opinion. Here's news, right? Nobody cares how you voted. Nobody. Now, if hey, how'd you vote? If somebody asks, that's one thing. If you're one of those people, and look, we got 29. I'll probably piss off 4 of you. I don't know who it is, but that's okay. If you're one of those people who wants to go on Facebook and piss off people, stop. Just live life, have fun, right? It's okay to have different opinions. Hall of Presidents is a beautiful attraction and its history, and it's important to tell the history without exactly. I mean, again, I haven't seen it yet. I love the Abraham Lincoln presentation in Disneyland. My grandma loved it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. And I do love U.S. history. I do love presidential history. Anybody who makes it political is kind of a putz. And if I'm talking to one of you, I'm totally okay with that. Hall of Presidents is amazing. Walt from Mouse Talk in the house. Welcome in, buddy. Hall of Presidents is amazing. Love that show. Very patriotic. I consider myself patriotic. I love America. And I love the history of America. Rob says booing, deaf less than cool. It's an awesome attraction. Part of Rosa's world in the house. Hey, Rosa, what's going on, Rosa? Long time no see. My friend Rosa, I saw you were live with, was it Midlife Vibes the other night? I was ninja watching. Good stuff. Glad to see you. One of my very first moderators on the channel. We don't have moderators anymore. Don't be sad if you don't have a moderator thing. I don't have any moderators anymore, but Rosa was one of my very first moderators and a good friend. Nico the Greco in the house is a robot. People should not. I know, right? Thank you, Nico. If you get triggered over a robot, you probably need some medication. Yeah, Pearl, I want to.
And you're at Disneyland or Disney World, so I mean, that's a good day.
The other thing, yeah, right. The other thing, it's only veterans. It's local pass holes who are there every day and just want to have a statement for their Instagram. That's what that is. Nobody goes on vacation to boo. So, what was I going to say? I also never saw the Muppets United States history, the history of the United States through the Muppets, and I'm kind of sad I missed that. I actually promised a buddy that I would get a video of that for him because he'd never seen it when we went, but we missed the times. We missed it twice. We missed it. And, on vacation. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag it's a robot. Very, very welcome, Rosa. I appreciate you being here. So anyway, the big news of the day since we last, the big news of the day is that E2 that's down in Paula's hands is not screaming like a freaking banshee. But the Disney news of the day is, the presidential Hall of Presidents will be the presidential Hall of Presidents. The presidential Hall of Presidents will be down for a while. Rob says it was down for a year last time, so I suspect it'll be about a year. And Disney Plus got another documentary coming. Also, we should probably mention WandaVision. Tomorrow's Friday, right?
WandaVision, is it tomorrow?
So yes, I got to be honest. I'm excited to see episodes 3 and 4. I'm assuming they're giving us 2 again. And I couldn't tell you why for $100. It was weird. It was Dizzy Blog in the house. What's going on, Dizzy Blog? How you been? I was thinking about you yesterday. I was working on something and I was going through emails. Anyway, welcome back, buddy. I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to say what I said before. I apologize if you've heard the show and you're regular. I might be repeating myself. WandaVision is the most expensive television show in history. Okay, per episode, it's the most expensive show in history. $2.5 million per episode, eclipsing by a full 20%, 1/5. The $2 million per episode that HBO's The Pacific was. Okay. I do have stuff up there. I swear. And so it's not just barely the most expensive, right? It didn't by $1, by a full 20% more, the most expensive per episode show ever. And there's 9. So we've seen 22.2% of all of the episodes already.
So
where did they spend the money?
Well, there must be something coming. I mean, there's got to be and that's why we want to, I think we're excited about maybe seeing it tomorrow because we're like, it's got to go somewhere because it's really weird right now. And we didn't read the comics. So people have said, well, if you know the comics, you kind of understand it.
I mean, Rob for the win. It seems so low budget. So I love classics, nostalgia, classic TV. I love the Dick Van Dyke, I Love Lucy, Honeymooners, Bewitched. I liked all that. I think I got most of it. And there's a whole bunch of Easter eggs for those Marvel comic nuts that I'm not one of. I read up about them, but that doesn't cost $1 million.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I mean, it's black and white. They redid the sets to look exactly like I Love Lucy and Bewitched, but that's just small set. I don't know.
So go away if you don't want to hear any potential spoilers. Okay. Love you. Thanks for being here. I'm about to give away some potential spoilers, which I'm excited about, but I also don't have any way to confirm anything. But I hear there's a lot of references to this. She's a witch. Okay. She's a witch. And so I hear there's a lot of references to the Salem witch trials. I hear we're going to get a lot of, I don't know. I'm excited for the rumor stuff that I've read about. But if they've got all that money in the last 7 episodes, I want Thanos to come to my house and wash my car. I mean, everybody in America gets a free Thanos car wash for the money they've spent.
Whatever.
Right? So I don't know. Maybe not Thanos. Who would I want? I mean, Wanda. I want Wanda to come wash my car. It makes more sense. So anyway, I don't know what to tell you. I am excited about it. I couldn't tell you why. I think if they give me episode 3 is Welcome Back, Kotter, and episode 4 is Magnum PI. I'm not sure if I'll be that excited for the next week, but I believe in it. I mean, I believe in it. The MCO is fun. It's the kind of the first offering for the phase 4 of the MCU. So I am excited. Oh, I can't believe we only got 9 minutes left. Wow, I've been talking a lot. I'm excited about it. I can't really tell you why. What say you? Let me read up in chat. I want to see what you guys think. Did you watch it? Are you excited about it? Are you with me that it was just 3 steps past crazy? E2 will restore her energy. I guarantee that.
For sure.
Curious if there are ready-made animatronics as replacements. I bet there are. I mean, I know there are for some other things, but I don't know that you can do one that will replicate, Bill Clinton or Abraham Lincoln. I mean, that seems a little specific. So I don't know. Did you see Bill Clinton took a little nappy nap yesterday?
Yeah. It was cold.
It was
snowing on them. Maybe he got sleepy.
I wouldn't. Anyway, it seems so. I think so. I don't know. Disney Superfan in the house. What's going on, buddy? The credits are like 6 minutes long alone. I know, right? That's a really good point, actually. I mean, the MCU it's like Disney in general. Like when Disney, okay, well, let's go in the mini Wayback Machine again. When the previews, when the previews came out for Frozen, I saw this little stupid snowman that came to life. I'm like, this is dumb. Yeah. This is going to be dumb. I am not interested in this. And I love Olaf now. So you got to trust, right? The MCO, Kevin Feige, or however you say his name, he's earned the right to play around with 2 episodes, but we'll see. Rosa says, I haven't watched that yet. I want to. I keep hearing I won't tell you, it's weird. I'm in. It's only 9 episodes, so I can be in, and it's kind of fun. I got to be honest with you. I've enjoyed having Fridays, The Mandalorian, and what else? We had The Right Stuff. A couple other things were coming up on Fridays. So we would either go to work on Friday and then we would go to work on Friday and we'd have that to look forward to, and we'd sit down and get comfy and watch. So I like that. So that's what we'll do tomorrow, right? With WandaVision. That'll be fun. Where does the money go, says Dizzy Blog? Unless they are backloading. Exactly what I'm thinking. Or maybe, Paul Bettany didn't make enough money in all these other movies and they just paid him a lot. Where do they spend the money? Got everyone talking. I mean, that's a good point, Rob. Maybe I thought they would do like 40 or 50 or 60% of the first episode in the retro style. And then boom. But no, they're deep into, done with episode 2. Yeah. So. Like the retro for 5 minutes. Exactly. Rob says, I think the money is in the back end. I think we're all in agreement with that. Yeah, it must be, right? Tina says, I don't care. I ain't watching. I watched the vlogs and didn't think Trump's face was exactly accurate. I mean, it's the animatronics are kind of creepy. Here's the thing. When you look at an animatronic as someone you actually, like you look at Abraham Lincoln's animatronic, you never really saw him. You're like, oh, okay, ugly dude. You look at a Trump or a Clinton or anybody that we've seen, right? You're like, oh, it's just the nature of the beast, right? You ever go to, what is it, Madame Tussauds Wax Museum? They're all creepy, right? Is that what it's called, Madame Tussauds? I don't know. Passholder Pair, the house, what's going on? By the way,
Hollywood Wax Museum.
Mike and Val. Mike sent me. Did I show you? Mike sent me a picture. He bought one of the shirts. I'm going to send you a note at some point saying, hey, can I put it on the website? But you made my day with that. WandaVision started off slow for me. Not sure what to make of it. Yeah, exactly, Bill. Exactly. I read a synopsis background of it and why it switches through TV shows. Consider it a psychological thriller into the breakdown of grieving woman. So, So I think that there's definitely some... she's stuck somewhere. We know that, right? And it's just my opinion. I mean, I have read a bunch of stuff, but she's stuck somewhere and they're trying to get her to snap out of it kind of thing. Some kind of mind control thing going on.
Something's going on. It's a little weird.
There's a very Steve Rogers, Captain America wishes, the whole, some of the basis of some of the stories is they just wish they could have a normal life, but they have to go be a superhero. And, when I was a little kid, and we've all done this, right? You have this fantasy that you're in this show and you're like so important, right? And the whole world's either trying to get you or whatever. It's what Stan Lee and Kirby and all of them did. Little boys, maybe little girls too, create this fantasy that, you're in the backyard and you're playing and you're talking to your dang self. That's what Stan Lee's doing, right? and it's kind of freaking awesome. And so a lot of the stories go back to they just wish they could have a normal life and be married to their beautiful wife and picket fence and have some dinner, but instead they got to go save the world. That's right.
Yeah.
Does that sound crazy?
No.
Did all those little boys do that in our backyard?
Yeah. Oh, I did it on I had one of those little bouncy horses and I was going all kinds of places on my little horse.
Where'd you go?
Lots of adventures.
Did you save the world?
Yes. Sometimes my horse flew too. And the ants, I would see like ants below, and I would pretend those were the cars. Yeah. Pretty weird.
She remembers it better. I remember the basicness of it. You actually remember some details.
No, I do. Yeah,
I do remember. I remember one time I was playing it back. So I would play a game and I would throw the ball way up high and I would catch it. And it was a whole baseball game. And so, I had a good arm, right? Because, you're like a stud in your brain. And one time I threw it over the fence. Aww. So I sat down this is a true story. So I sat down, picture me, but way cuter and smaller. And I'm sitting down in my little sandbox. And I'm praying to God, please, please, please bring my ball back. Please, please, please. And I said, true story. I said, okay, God, I promise I won't tell anybody if you put the ball back in my glove. I just won't tell anybody. Please, please, please. And then it wasn't there. Aww. So then I said another prayer. I said, okay, God, I got it. I got you. I understand. God, please, please, please put the ball back in my glove. And I'll tell everybody.
You're like, wait, that wasn't.
And I opened my glove and it still wasn't there. But then I went inside. My mom gave me another ball. So God just had a different plan. Anyway, that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. President's Voices provided by professional actors. I mean, that's cool, right? Like, I love that stuff. I want to do that. Time does go by fast when you're live. And when you're alive, I can't believe I'm 51. I know that's what you're saying, but hello, gorgeous. Did you wake up? Those are my friends. Say hi to my friend.
Say hello.
What did you do to her? She looks pissed.
She's not awake, and
I seen WandaVision and loved it all, but I have to read all the comics. Yeah, I think Lady Gaga's skirt was so wide. So when did Mockingjay become a real thing? How did she get that bird to sit still? What was going on there? I will say this: she cranked it out pretty good. And the country guy, Garth Brooks, sounded great. Like, I don't like country music, but I think I like Garth Brooks, and I'm not saying I like his music. But I don't dislike his music. Like that Thunder Roll song, that's a freaking great song. He's got 3 or 4 songs that I actually like. But I think it's just his attitude. He seems, I would like to hang with him, right? I think that's probably all of us, right? And he went and played baseball. Huh?
He's a good old boy.
And he played baseball. He went and played with the Padres one year. Let me get caught up in chat and then we'll say, oh, geez, she scared me. Thought she was falling. I'm behind on The Mandalorian. What, Rosa? Rosa, you need to go right now and watch The Mandalorian. That's the best show ever. Do you want me to send you a spring training ball? Nico, yes. Are you kidding me? From where? Are you kidding me? Love that kind of stuff. My brother loved riding the mechanical horses, and yeah, I did too. I think we've done enough damage today. What about you?
Yes.
Perfect timing. So the news of the day is I will be 10 o'clock in 1 hour. My show on Bill's channel. Oh my gosh, I should tell you what the channel is too, right? On Bill's. What is the name? How do I get you there? What are you doing? I love you.
Is he singing?
Bill, you still here? Drop a link if you want. Oh, people can't drop links anymore. WDIZDB, Magic of the Mouse Radio. Just type in Magic of the Mouse Radio into Google. I guarantee it pops up. Or you can send me an email and I will respond to your emails. Oh, I didn't catch it. And I'll send you a link. Anybody who wants it, just let me know. Send me a link and I will send you a link to the radio show. It is on in an hour. It's Disney Duos. It's me. It's the music. It's you. It is pretty fun. I think it's pretty fun. I got to be honest with you. I'd like you to listen to it because I want you to listen to it because I want to help Bill grow this station. But I know she stares right at me, Rob, right? It kind of freaks me out. I love it, but it freaks me out. But I really do want some feedback. I think the audio will be better and all that, but I'm excited about it and I want you guys to love it. Disney Duos in 1 hour. It'll also replay tonight. I will put it out if you're signed up on my newsletter, you will get a notice about it on Friday for the Saturday show and next week's show. So if you're not on the newsletter, send me an email, get on the newsletter list, and I'll make sure you get that before the 2 Saturday shows. But it does run today in an hour, and then it runs tonight, and then twice on Saturday. So there you go. So again, long story short, send me your email, I'll get you on the newsletter list, and you'll get an information on that and some other stuff too, maybe a Clubhouse link, and some other stuff too, the ability to text me, all that stuff. I think that's it. Am I caught up in chat? I like Garth when he plays. Does he play Billy Joel's song? Sing us a song, the piano man. He would wake up when it stopped my mom. Oh, you live in the Cactus League Disney blog. I used to go down there every year with some friends. I live in Texas now, but when I lived in San Diego, me and my two of my best buddies would go down there every year. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so someday I hope to have a place in Glendale.
It has T-shirts that have Cactus League stuff.
I do. Haven't been there in a while. I think that's it. Anything you want to say to the beautiful people?
You can say goodbye. we will see you all in the morning.
You don't have to go, but you can't stay here, have fun storming the castle unless you really want to storm the castle, and then don't, because that's just crazy. I didn't know. Is it my fault? Do you think they storm the castle because I said it every time? I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't know.
Stay home, watch on TV. Anyway, love you all. Be safe today. Good Morning Disney will be back tomorrow, 9:15 our time, 10:15 Eastern time, unless family or work gets in the way. I don't think there's anything on the schedule currently, but, and then don't forget Saturday morning show. We have spoken. It's Good Morning Disney, but it's about Star Wars, and it's with my daughter. She loves it. It's her favorite thing.
It is. She's looking forward to it already.
All right. That's it. Have the best day ever. Love you all. Yeah, Clubhouse app. Check it out. If you need an invite, let me know. I don't have a million. You're over there. I'm at Jeff Bates. In 1 hour, Disney Duos.